big stage. Welcome to Blue Heaven, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going. Returner trying to create good field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Makes the catch in space. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. On the run, it's Ward. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw. He can also show you he can make plays by buying time with his legs. Guy is the total package, and he's making his defense pay right now.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Looking to throw yet again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
And Chris, just like that, 6 points. This guy is unbelievable, setting up his blocks and then using his speed to take it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking for the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Now here he goes. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Broncos are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Here we go.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
The PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilliam. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The Nittany Lions will try to keep this drive moving. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. It's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Trying to get the throw off. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So, Kirk, Boise State is in front. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. And the Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. He's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Checks this down to the running back. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. After second effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
Off the play fake on first down. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive...
And the ball is picked off. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. And Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. It's a draw play. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
They look to throw it here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Here's a 1st down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Pointer in the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Penn State. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A huge defensive score.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. It brings up a 2nd down now. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Good completion to the tight end. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Quarterback tried to connect here on the in route, but I'll tell you, the defender does a great job of reading the route and knocking the ball away.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, we keep it on the ground. It tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. And he's brought down, but they leap backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Can't hold on. A good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Looking for some space. It's Ward.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Wideout's now clustered. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Broncos have 1st and 10 here. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Boise State. Great connection there for 6 points. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He's going to take off here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Hayes. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Hayes. The Nittany Lions looking to keep this drive moving.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. Inside the 45. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. He shreds the tackle. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for this offense. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? This time, a completion. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking for a gap. It's Ward. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The back's got it. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking for a man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass rush closing in. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Nittany Lions will have to kick this away. Turner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Broncos will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Offense behind the sticks, facing a 2nd and long. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Try and muscle for the first down. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Nittany Lions bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The completion makes it 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it again. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.